So imagine a Bruce, for instance, asking something about art in 1920 and is responding to you without just. So that is the future of the project, and it's not easy. It's hard. It's hard to reach them. It's hard to manage. It's hard to many things because we're dealing with this demographic, but it's necessary as well. And the many things I've learned from these people that I never even knew existed. You know, the many things that happened during the war or during independence or during many times that we don't know because they were not documented properly. But these are accounts of people that lived.
Have you done someone like Newton Jibono?
I'd love to. No, I'm always searching for people.
Yes, because I think here is I mean there is also this guy Mwoko that is a sculptor. I know that man is over 90. He's a professor, but I remember meeting his son at the time in Port Harcourt and wanting to see a lot about even around music, what people like Victor Wifo them that are on their way out now. I think that I know someone like this guy that sang Baby with Two-Face, Victor Layo. I know they're almost all on their way.
True.
Right. And the other is Bongo Sikwe, this one in the north, or Dan Mariah. We just have all these guys that brought sound, brought certain unique elements. So this project is super exciting to me. Yeah. It's something that if I can, I'll find to try and see how to get a community that can actually support it, because I also feel like if we don't do, it's a moral responsibility as in our time to give our kids what we don't have, what we're not given. Exactly. Right. And you know, so I'm not just a creator, but the way we can shape and redefine how we tell stories and the African future, it's through that. But how do you see Africa in terms of the potential and the possibilities? People have called Africa sleeping giant. People have called Africa like you know, a lot of things, the richest dark continent. But in your own prophetic possibilities, what do you see that is possible, and why are you still here? Right? Because the idea of I know a lot of friends who just said, I'm going to school, but I'm coming back because I'm a patriotic citizen. Trust me, the last I saw them was 2 weeks holiday in Nigeria and they're gone. But still being here, returning to Nigeria, something draws you home. But why?
Responsibility. I feel like I have a skill set. I have ideas. I have solutions. I don't have the right capital for them. If not, I would have been doing them. But I'll keep doing them regardless. So if I feel like I did something with Marvel Studios 2 years ago for a major film that'll be out later this year, and they were asking me, "What are you doing in Nigeria?" They're like, "Why are you not in LA? What are you doing?" Like, it's like, serious question, what are you doing? Because whenever I have production meetings with the full team, director, everybody, you know, in Marvel, and I was doing it virtually with them, you know, and they were asking, and I was asking myself, why are they asking me this question? You know, is it such a bad thing to be in Nigeria?
Yeah, to be talented and still not to
still be here.
People.
The other series, for instance, the AI people on the fashion runway, people would come and say, "I never knew it was a Nigerian that did it." Wow, it was a Nigerian. And I feel funny. It doesn't rub me off the right way, you know. So that means the expectations from Nigerians are not high enough. That's a problem. So if I leave,
but you know, it's designed in such a way that part of why we can't compete is the best don't get to stay.
Sure.
And then when you get to the other side of the Bay Area, or you get to the other side of the coast, you realize that they have projects for which they need your talent, for which your values and your vision cannot align.
True.
For them, they already have a bias, they have a plot, they're going this way, and they just fall in line. So you get paid, living decent life and being comfortable, but you lose out on being able to power anything that can drive change on the continent.
Exactly.
And I do think part of what I'm trying to achieve with this podcast is to identify a prophetic tribe of people, thinkers, creators who connect on this level. So this is one question I always don't fail to ask. Why we're still here, what we see, what we're bringing the continent. You've spoken like a true believer. You've spoken about the need for us to look beyond just survival into being intentional about Africa. And I think that people that are very intentional, it takes a certain level of decolonization to become intentional about your mind. So I'm also very keen on, part of what I want to do with this podcast is maybe one season we'll go to Ghana and sit with the creators in Ghana and the thinkers in Ghana who are bringing the continent into a new civilization. We go to Kenya. I don't even mind going to the diaspora to sit in Silicon Valley and ask the Nigerians who are creating, because interestingly, when you meet them there, the very true ones, the light, they'll tell you, I can't wait to get back. Literally, they're seeing what is possible and what they're thinking. Like, it is almost like, my people have to see what is here, right? So I really do love that they said it's the age of Africa. The time has come for Africans, and I feel that with more collaboration we can have that. But if there are three things you think an African creator, an African young person needs to understand to get to this level of consciousness, where they're not having to compensate, apologize for likes, or curate for external approval, but they're living from a place of centeredness, awareness, and being, where they know that I'm here to bring the world into a new place of possibilities, to give and not to just get, to serve and not just to obtain. Like, I don't know how you got here, Malik. I want to find a defining moment, the moment where you had the dark night of the soul and you woke up and like, guys, life is not about this. Life is this. I don't know what was that defining point for you.
When you're comfortable, sometimes you have to be comfortable. You have to understand that there'll be times in your life that are low moments. There was a time in my life I was headhunted for a job. I was earning a lot of money, millions every month. I just woke up one morning and I quit. I just gave them my resignation letter. This was comfort. This was, security that I shouldn't have done. But if I was there, I wouldn't be where I am today right now. I thought about the whole thing. People thought I was crazy. Like, what? And this was a point in time that I did not have a backup plan or nothing.
No profile to attract anything more.
Nothing. I just knew that I should be doing something more. And I should not be here.
You know what I call that? It's called the sound of the genuine. There was this American mystic, a poet, I think it was a Baptist priest. He said, within every one of us is the sound of the genuine. And that until you listen and heed to that voice, your life will be an empty symbol, just going around with motion, but no movement.
Yeah, it's true. And it's true. And when I did quit the job, yes, money wasn't coming in. I was broke for a little bit. But one thing that I'm blessed with is I have so many skill sets. That one thing will always bring me money. I have so many in the media industry. I have so many. I train myself to a space where I want to be the best at what I do. So I train other people. People call me if they're stuck.
Yes.
And I show them what to do, that kind of thing. That's how So sometimes I'll look at something. I could just post something on Instagram or Twitter, and someone will come, oh, you could do that. I'm like, yeah. How much will you charge me for that? Just give them a fee. My month is sorted. So that kind of helped me. Yeah. So I tell creatives, don't try to be the best at what you do. You can't pick everything. Yeah. I'm a curious person. That's why I do a lot of things. Currently learning a lot in coding. I didn't start as a coder, but I started coding in bits and bits. Even if AI can code for you, but I want to know how to do it.
Code, yeah.
I'm currently doing machine learning and AI engineering. I don't have to, but I want to know how to do it. Because if I want to build an AI software, I don't want to just employ engineers and come and tell me something. I want to know what they're saying.
Do you share the fears of any creatives?
The fears?
That AI will take their jobs?
I don't. Because
what's the relationship with AI?
It's a collaborator from me. And that should be for everybody. An artist should collaborate, a writer should collaborate with it, because it will enhance your work. It won't replace it. And you are the one feeding it to your own data to make
intelligence for you.
Exactly. So people that are scared of it don't understand it. That's how I see it. I did a job with, I just posted it recently with Quadbi Bonvita. The African Bonvita thing, was AI images. I did that 2 years ago, when AI wasn't even creating realistic images. But when I did it, I said photographers to come for me. People will come from agents will come from me. I don't want them to So 2 years later is when I posted this thing, because if I did it, then they will say, no, this is AI. This. But now they are accepting the fact that, okay, actually I can add this to my skill sets and even create better things, not replace it. People think, oh, you need to it's not a replacement. You're combining it. So I don't feel like it won't take over film. It will not replace film. This is not possible. Humans drive everything. A storyteller has a unique story that he wants to tell. AI cannot tell a unique story. It has to take a human to make that thing unique. And if a writer is unique enough in a traditional way, now imagine adding something that helps you refine it 100%, 1,000%. Imagine where you would be. You might spend 20 days editing. What if you could spend 1 day editing? Do you understand? So I'm not saying AI write this script for me. No. I'm still writing my scripts, but I'm adding enhancements to it. I'm not saying AI draw this image for me. I'm still drawing, but AI is enhancing. I'm seeing 20 different images that look like that, different variations of it, in different colors, in different composition, different lightings, using AI. But if I was to do that traditionally, I'm spending weeks. So I always tell people,
So don't cutting the time,
cutting the time down, even imagining, having more imagination, seeing it in different ways that you could not even see with your thoughts because your mind is already covered with many other things. But how can't you just open your mind to say, okay, let me find other variations of, like, if I open my library for you, you will see things like, why haven't you launched this? I was experimenting. Because that's what AI does. There are many industries I could be in today with AI, but I don't go in there because that's not my specialty. I get, you understand? But I've seen the products, but I wouldn't do.
AI has elevated that
exactly. So I would say every industry has an opportunity to grow using technology. Just find a way to collaborate with it.
Malik, 2 questions to really bring this to a crunch point. I think one of them is really around the fact that one of the challenges of the African world is Africans tend to be very overly religious. There is this sense of learned helplessness where we have outsourced our power and we are praying on, oh God, come and help us to fix Nigeria, fix Africa. Africa, wake up. We want to wake Africa in prayer. But what is your perception of spirituality, and how have unlearning certain things helped put you in a place where you're in your true authentic power today?
Well, personally, I have a personal relationship with God. Not because of a pastor or anything. I've always had that, and that's because of my mom. She grew up, like, she trained us, to be very spiritual in a way that is, you can speak to your father and they'll listen to you. I don't have to tell the world I'm a Christian or anything. It's a personal relationship with him. I'm not perfect. I still do things that I'm like, I shouldn't be doing that, stuff like that. I'm a human being. And I'm true to that. I'm not going to lie to myself. But at the end of the day, I know what is above me. I know when I can ask for something. Before my work, even before it became viral, I had a prayer. I said, I want something. It was intentional too. So everything that happens in my life is mostly intentional. And I just know that if you're in a space where you're true to yourself, you don't lie to yourself about anything, like literally anything, and you recognize the power above you, that you're not made by yourself. There's a creator above you, and you can ask, not just to give for forgiveness, how can I be closer to you? How can I do the right things, even if I know I'm still imperfect?